Hello and welcome to Planet Hope, the magazine that follows the progress made towards the UN's Millennium Development Goals. Well, this week we're looking at number 8 on the list, creating a worldwide partnership to help countries develop. To do that, we're heading to the Philippines, which has shown strong growth in the last few years, and yet a quarter of the population still lives beneath the poverty line. Well, the way that one French NGO is tackling the problem is to focus on bright youngsters in a bid to give them an even brighter future. Passerelle numérique, or digital gateways, goes into schools in poor neighbourhoods to find the most promising students. It then sets them on the path to career success by awarding them IT scholarships. Well, this report now from Pierrick Laurent and Johan Baudin.
Leyte Island, at the heart of the Philippine archipelago, a remote area where cities are lost in the distance. Members of an NGO called Passerelle numérique, or Digital Gateways, are meeting with dozens of students whose lives might be about to change.
We are actually a French non-profit organization providing IT scholarships to students like you. And of course, we will help you get a job right after you graduate with us.
A job in computer science, something that was undreamed of until now. Most Filipino families can't afford to send their children to university.
And then, sa PE, pwede niyo nga shoes.
95% of our students are really from coming from poor families. With the family income, I think it's it ranges from 5,000 a month less.
We will have 25 minutes. Your time starts now. Good luck, guys.
Those who want to join the course must pass the entrance exam first, English, maths and comprehension tests. The NGO will then pick the strongest candidates, but the rules are strict. Each student must be less than 20 years old and have a low income. The organisation then pays a visit to the selected kids.
It's really tricky because sometimes families just go to their neighbors and pretend that it's actually their house or something like that. So it's the most crucial part, and then so that they can, so that we will think that they really belong to the less privileged society.
More than 2,000 teenagers have tried their luck over the past few months. Only 90 of them will be allowed on the course. Competition is fierce.
Financial problem is number one, and lack of support from the family, because I felt that I am neglected. I want to prove to them that I am somebody.
Once admitted, freshers head for a new life. 3 years, far away from their loved ones, in the city of Cebu, with 2 million residents, and where brand new buildings contrast with shanty towns. The NGO's headquarters are located in this alleyway. The newcomer's job is to go to the market early in the morning. And like Ted, they buy groceries and lay the table for everyone.
In our place, I don't have a work like this. It's just my mother who dine for our food.
First-year students all have to live together. They come from different regions and don't always speak the same language. But they've got to bow to the rules and learn how to live in a community. Every week, they gather in the centre's corridors to attend a meeting with one of their teachers who sets things straight.
Don't hang your undies inside your room. Bitaw, it's not funny, it's really true. If I will check it now, we'll see what I will do with your clothes if it's in the bathroom, huh?
No mess, no mobile phones, and no college sweethearts. Their priority is to study.
What they're doing here inside the center, even the small things like following the schedules, doing their own tasks, it's really important for their professional life, because in the company you have really rigid schedules.
Working in a large company is their dream. In Cebu, the new tech industry is booming. Computer giants and other multinational companies are increasingly relocating in the region. An opportunity for thousands of young Filipinos to find a job.
This is where the place I work. So I am working in the 8th floor and 7th floor since I'm working with Alliance.
Catherine is in her 3rd year. She's due to graduate in a few days' time. She's been working as an intern for more than a year, switching from her course to this software firm.
This is my workstation, and I'm working with my team. This is my team, the deployment team. Then the server room, this is a restricted area. Only the deployment team can enter the room. Then this is the place where I usually work since I am working as a systems administrator here.
During work experience, Catherine is paid 75% of the minimum wage. Cash that's transferred directly to the NGO to finance her studies. Her colleagues are aware that she comes from a poor background, and for her boss, it's not at all a disadvantage. It's quite the opposite.
What she does before is even harder than what she does now. So definitely it's gonna be easy for her doing difficult, tedious tasks, because she's done even worse than here.
Despite her busy timetable, Catherine often gets to go home. Unlike many of her fellow classmates, her parents live close by, in the suburbs of Cebu.
So just get in, sir. So this is our house. This is the same, it's one room. So this is where we eat, we sleep at night, then we also, this is where we have our dining, our living room.
In all, 4 people are squeezed in here. Catherine's mother makes cardboard boxes. Her father's a builder. Added together, their salaries don't exceed €100 a month. Catherine's already accepted a first job offer. She'll earn 3 times more than her parents.
She'll help us send her brother and her sister to university. She'll help us improve our lifestyle. We trust her. She's a great daughter.
That's the goal of digital gateways. Give a child and his family a chance to hop on the wagon to success. We join Ted on his way to university. He's gearing up for a midterm exam, an IT test for which he brushed upon at San Carlos, a prestigious institution that works hand in hand with the NGO. Like Ted, some of his fellow classmates have never used a computer before, so the teacher had to adapt his lectures to fit their needs.
You try to study individual weaknesses, and then once you get to know the weakness, and you could give the proper motivation in such a way that they would consider their weakness as a strength. And once you establish that point in their learning career, then that's it. You could kickstart them. You could actually have them the maximum learning.
Time for Ted to concentrate. As feared, he's struggling with the test.
For me, sir, it's quite difficult, sir. I will have to find many solutions how to perform this, sir.
When lectures are over, pupils can relax on campus. For digital gateway students, it's sometimes tricky to fit in. They rarely have the time to mingle with other kids, and when they do, they realize they're not necessarily on the same wavelength.
The students here in San Carlos are rich, then our students in PN are privileged only, sir.
Wealthier students can afford university fees, food, accommodation and fancy gadgets. Although Ted's able to blend in thanks to his uniform, he's aware of the social gap.
We all know that we are not blessed financially, but we are blessed mentally, sir.
It's D-Day. Students enrolled with digital gateways are heading for their graduation ceremony, just like any other kid from San Carlos. For Catherine, it's the highlight of her life.
I'm so happy. For the 3 years now, it's done. We did it.
In the audience, Catherine's parents, but also leaders from the French NGO, as well as tutors and teachers.
I have this sense of fulfillment that at last, after all the labor and toil, we were able to make it, and we are now a successful graduate.
Catherine's parents can hardly believe it. A few years back, who would have thought they'd attend such a ceremony?
We're so happy our daughter's graduated. We're proud.
I love you, Day.
Like Catherine, 22 students out of 24 have found a job even before getting their degree. Something that brings hope to future generations, set to be on the road for a more prosperous life.
Well, that wraps up this edition of Planet Hope. Thank you for watching, and do stay tuned to France 24.